Now, Bethesda announced that the March 3rd update for Fallout 76 is going to be called the Backwoods update, and this is Season 24. Friends, there are a lot of changes coming with this update, and it's a big update to me, though it's more of a building update. And the reason I call it a building update is because they are changing the armor. They're changing the way radiation works. They are changing a lot of things in the way players from level 1 all the way to endgame are going to be playing this video game. But the way they're doing it is making me wonder what they are building towards. Like building towards a harder raid. Maybe they're building towards a new world boss later on in the year. And my guesstimate is that we'll probably have the next gen update probably in the summer or the fall update. And you gotta wonder what is coming to the Wasteland, because as John Rush said in an interview, this is the thickening year for Fallout 76. I'm sorry, I can't say that and not laugh. It's a perfect choice of words to write. Fallout 76 developer says Fallout 76 is getting thick. Look, it writes itself for articles and stuff. And just as a reminder, make sure that you spend your unused tickets, like all the tickets that you want, on the scoreboard for Season 23, because there are a lot of players that do not know this. The tickets do not go from one season to another. They get converted into gold bullion. Now, at the time of recording this, I'm recording this on Wednesday. I just made a video for Crimson Desert, and you might notice the same attire t-shirt. It's my old Gotham City Imposters t-shirt. If you know that game, you absolutely know that game. And now look, there's a stream joke, and I'll do it for this one. I don't know how well it's be on this one, but am I excited for this update? Yeah, I am very excited for this update. And if you can't read the hat says shield, because why not lean into a bit of humor, especially for my merchandise and stuff like that. But yes, I'm excited for this update. Trust me, I took the shield hat off. You don't have to worry. But yes, I'm very excited for this update. Like, there's one thing that I'm not excited for. RIP Collision Course. Also, I think at some point they're taking out one of my favorite events. And it just is one of my favorite events to say on stream because it irritates y'all. It irritates y'all so much, and I'm nothing but a troll. Dogwood Dolph. I think Dogwood Dolph is going away. I don't know if it's this update or a future update, but my boo thing is going away. I love that event. I don't know what it is. It's one that I can always get like insects and stuff like that. But RIP Collision Course, right? Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the Season 24 update, they're changing the way events work, and they're calling them activities. And there's a list of them when you join a server, whether it be private server or if you join into a public server, they'll have a list. And after a certain amount of time, that list changes. Well, what is Collision Course? It's an event that you can set off rapidly on every single server that you go to. You go to a server that hadn't been run, bam, there we go. You got Fallout first, build your private world, run it. Jump out of that world, start your custom. As soon as it says building world, exit. Build your private world again, run it. Spooky Scorched, Holiday Scorched, best farm out there. Now, the best farm is going to be the Scorched Beast Queen. Yes, the Scorched Beast Queen. A slow Scorched Beast Queen. So there's still going to be ways to farm Spooky Scorched, Holiday Scorched, but RIP being able to start Collision Course, that is one thing that I do not enjoy about this update. But the armor changes, I'm absolutely fine with, because we've had it in the past where players got mad about the weapon changes that Bethesda was doing. They got mad about the perk card changes that Bethesda did last year. But it changed the way players play the game. And honestly, to me, I enjoy the way these perk cards are now than the way they were before, because it opens up so many different builds. Now, with these armor changes and the way radiation is changing, it's definitely going to take some time to get used to, but I'm excited for it. And if you've ever noticed that you like to do Project Paradise, right? But nobody else likes to do Project Paradise, even though you can get the bear arm. and mods for it and pretty cool stuff. Well, friends, what if I told you that Vince Vaughn and them's not going to be showing up, but there's going to be some party crashers. We're talking about Bigfoot. We're talking about one of the robots from the Nuke event down in Skyline Valley. We're talking about Scorch Beast. I'm excited. Now, it's not going to be a guaranteed spawn for a 4-star, which, by the way, Bigfoot has its own special, unique legendary. Let's absolutely go. Dogs may start barking. The wife just got home. Now, that one, it's looking nice. It's looking nice. It's not looking overpowered. I definitely like to see where it goes to with a melee bit. Now, when we were on the PTS, I got absolutely thrown off at a Most Wanted seeing one of those robots, and then also having Bigfoot show up, which, by the way, a lot of people are saying reskin of a behemoth, but it does disappear. So it could be just a reskin of a behemoth. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't design it, but it also has some characteristics of a Mothman. It has some characteristics of a Mothman because it just poofs and vanishes it if you don't kill it in the appropriate amount of time. But I think this is going to be awesome because this means now Project Paradise, guided meditation, just anything out there in the wasteland has a chance now for a 4-star enemy to show up after the event. So I think a lot more Vault Dwellers are going to be going to events, and I'm looking forward to it because honestly, on my new challenge character, I'd love to do more Project Paradise and stuff like that, but you can't really get a lot of people to show up to it, and then you have to run it by yourself, and it's a little difficult by yourself. It can be done, but it's one of those things that I want to see more players taking part inside of like things going on in the wasteland with events and stuff like that. And it really makes me wonder, what does Bethesda have planned this year? For it to be the thickening of Fallout 76. You've got a lot of things. Like, we've got the next-gen update that the team talked about. We've got the potential new raid. John Rush made mention in the previous AMA, which, by the way, the new AMA, after this video is uploaded, it should be going out. We don't know the exact time right now, but has talked about potentially a new enemy coming to where My Post Zero was. So we'll have to see what they have planned with that. I'd love some new story, maybe Enclave, maybe Brotherhood of Steel, maybe Free States, if you feel so kindly to do that. But I would love to see maybe some new radio choices for players. The new harder raid would be absolutely awesome. I love the raid that we have now, but remember, I caught a lot of flack from the community for asking for a chaos mode in an interview with John Rush, saying, hey, is it ever a thing that y'all thought about or anything like that, where we could potentially get a way to make the raids harder on ourselves by adding a mutation or something like that in the future, to where we potentially can change the way the raid works, but then also affect the drop rates to maybe raise it up by 5 or 10% to where we potentially could get better rewards for making it tougher on ourselves. And I gotta say, I am very excited to see what they have planned with this. And one of the things that I'm very excited about with this update is the reward from load bearing is those tokens is something that players have not wanted to keep on their person, and they have just been giving them away over the years willy-nilly because they used to weigh a lot. Now they don't. And you see now, when you have 100 and you go do the jackpot pull, well, friends, what if I told you that you are going to be getting some legendaries in there, and you might just get yourself one of those Trail Wardens, one of the new armor pieces that is coming with this update. It's good to be a loot goblin, and it's good to be a hoarder, at least in Fallout 76, is all I gotta say. But honestly, this year, I think it's a good year to be focusing in on story. We just got the Burning Springs. We just got Skyline Valley. We need more things to do in Appalachia. So make Fallout 76 as thick 3Cs or 4, whichever version that you want to do, Russian team, build whatever y'all want to do. absolutely, positively, I'm down with it. The Pip-Boy is going to be acting a little bit differently, so if you mod Fallout 76 on PC and you have better inventory, that may be something that not works anymore until it's figured out, which is a sad day. I really, really want better inventory for every single player where you can see where the weight is on your Pip-Boy for your armor, your apparel, your misc, see where your weight is. It's a quality of life feature that I absolutely would be thrilled to have in Fallout 76. And if you have anything that you'd like to see in Fallout 76, let me know down in the comment section below, because we can put that in a video and we can send it to Bethesda. But yes, let me know your thoughts about this update, Season 24, March the 3rd. I am so excited. And hopefully, with this one not adding any new areas or anything like that, the downtime maybe only be 4 to 6 hours, not as long as it was this last time and as many problems as we had. But we did add a lot last time, like a new area, so I can see why that caused some problems. But fingers crossed that we don't have as many problems with this update. And let me know if you see this video, if you have some bugs once this update goes out. But y'all, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out. Thank you so much to the channel members for the continued support. Y'all have a great and wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love you.